Hi everyone, welcome to Mastering Regex in Python. So this lesson will be divided into two parts. So basically this whole section will be divided into two parts. In first part we are going to see how we can use Regex with online tool, and here we will be using online tool that is known as Regex 101. And once we learn all the basic concepts and the fundamental of the Regex through our online tool, thereafter I'll be showing you in second part how you can use those regex with the Python. So we'll be using here regex.match, we'll be using regex search, and we'll be also using here re.findall, and then regex split, and then we'll be using here regex substitute. There are many fundamental the regex methods in Python, like you have all these. So there are many more, like you have here substitute, negate, you have here group, start, end, span. So these we will be not covering, because all these whatever you can find with all these, those things you can find automatically using re.search, substitute, split, and find all and match. So these five are the fundamental method in Python regex. And other than that, moreover, learning actually involved here learning these expression, right? Regex expression, this is the most important thing here. So once you learn how you can build your regex expression using meta character, using quantifiers, using groups and ranges, and using escape characters and the character classes, then obviously you can build any kind of the regex pattern. We will be using this regex 101 as well here. So we'll be working on all these kind of the string data, and then we'll be writing our regular expression here to find out all these matches here. You can get the code from here. If you have written any match and you want to do a Python coding or any other kind of the coding for that match, then you can generate that code as well here. If you are trying to figure out a kind of the match, or you are trying to search a match, you can come here at regex 101, then come here at the library part, then here you can search any match. Let's say you are trying to match mobile number or email or HTML, web URL, or a Twitter, etc. Then you can obviously come here and then you can search these patterns. You will be getting here all these ready-made, the pre-built pattern. These patterns you can use to find out these matches in your text data. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with first regex 101 and introduction of the regular expression characters, and then we will get started with the Python methods like re.match, findall, search, and all this stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with coding. Hi everyone, let's go ahead and get started with regex in Python coding. So we will be dividing this lecture series in two parts. First, we will be seeing that all the regex commands and regex pattern, and we will be testing these patterns through the online tool. Thereafter, I'll be showing you how you can use your Python code to implement those regex pattern matching. So why I'll be showing you through the online code? Because it will help you to understand. So what is the regex first of all? A regex is also known as a regular expression. It is a sequence of characters that defines a search pattern. For example, here you can see a simple email finder, or you can say that email pattern finder. So if you define a regex something like this and you provide your set of the string there, then this pattern would be able to tell you there that if there is any email kind of things there or not. There is many complications while finding out the email, so this is one of the simplest way to say that this is email finder. But obviously email could be a little bit more complicated, so this is one of the simplest pattern here. So basically in regex you have four patterns. These are the fundamental the building block in regular expression. You have a meta characters, quantifiers, groups and ranges, escape characters, or you can say the character classes. So these four regular expression pattern implements this whole regular expression things. So I have already prepared here a readme file for your reference, and this readme file is provided through this code as well. So you can download this code from the first section from the resources lecture. Then you would be able to see this. So I'm just going to preview this readme file. I can preview here, and I hope that you should be able to preview this readme file there. If you are not able to preview your readme file, then you should come here in extension and search here readme viewer, and then you can download any of these readme viewer to see your readme file. But I think nowadays VS Code by default gives here this readme viewer with the VS Code. Okay, so these four regular expression, here we have meta characters, quantifiers, groups and ranges, and then we have escape characters or character classes. So what comes in meta characters? In regular expression meta characters, you have here a caret sign. So caret sign says that if you put any character there after the caret sign, then it says that any string starts with that particular match. For example, if it says that here something like this, that means it is going to match here string something like this. So basically any string which starts with the character A. Thereafter here you have a dollar sign, so this says that the end of the string. If you put something like this, then it says that any string which ends with the character R, then that is going to match here. Then there is the dot there. So then this period says that any character, any single character. For example, here you have a b dot x. That means it is going to match anything which starts with b, ends with x, and there is in between something. Right? So all of these things are going to match with this regex pattern. There is pipe operator. So this pipe operator says that it is kind of a logical OR. So basically you define a two pattern in left and right side, and thereafter it says that either this or that or both. Right? So any one of pattern if matches, then it is good to go. Thereafter you have here a backward slash. So this is escape. This is kind of escaping a special character. For example, let's say if you want to detect here the new line terminator, then you have to put there a double backward slash and then n. Why? Because once you put there backward slash and n, that automatically becomes a new line. Just to negate the effect of the new line, you have to provide there double backward slash. Thereafter you have here a matches of the character A. Okay, so this one says that this is a simple meta character matching. So where you put a straightforward string and then that string is going to match with the regex. So this is about the meta character. Similarly, you have here quantifiers, groups and ranges, and escape characters. Let's see how you can test this meta character through the online sources. So currently I'm going to use here online software, that is the Regex 101. And in Regex 101, we will be providing this pattern which we have currently discussed here. So you need to come here at Regex 101, and then you have here in Regex 101, let me just make sure that you see it in full screen. So this is where you can put your regular expression, and here you can put your test string, and then you will be seeing if there is any match. If you want to use other function, then you can select other function like here substitution, list and unit test. So we will be doing here only match for now. So through online tool testing, we will be doing only this. Let's go ahead and test our command which we had here previously. So we have our command here. Yeah, so here we have regular expression characters. So we are going to here first test with our caret character. So this is caret meta character. So caret meta character says that if you put this caret meta character with the, before any character, then it is going to match that in your string. So here I'm having some string. Let's say I'm writing here apple, dog, and then I write here boy, and thereafter let's say I write here budget, so on, and something, let's say. So this is my 3 line here. One more thing you will notice here that it is a new line here, right? So there is enter key, enter key kind of image you can see here, icon. So this says that this is a new line. Okay, Let's go ahead and try to match apple and see whether we can match it or not. So I say here any word which starts with A. Right now you will notice here that there is only one match, right? So it says that this is word which is matching here, and if you take everything thereafter, then you will see that in apple this whole sentence is matching with this thing. But if you put, let's say, P and then see what happens here. You put there P, it says that no match. Why? Because there is no string which starts with P here, right? This string starts with A, this starts with B, and here it starts with S. Let's check it with B, and it says that this one is matching here. Let's check with S. Again, it says that this is matching. Let's check with D whether we can match it or not. So it says that no match. Why? Because this whole thing is considered as a single string, and similarly this whole thing is considered as single string, and this one is also considered as a single string. That is why we are not able to find here any match for this particular string, right? But as soon as I say here A, it says that apple has matched here. But if I put here P, again it says that okay, it is matching. But as soon as you put something which is not matching, it says that it is not matching here. But if you put again here apple, then this whole thing is matching here, right? Because this string is starting with this. All right, that says that any string which starts with these particular character in only these, the sequence. If you change this, let's say you write here double P-A-L-E, something like this. So if you rearrange this, it will be apple here, right? So it says that no match, because this need to be the exact match here. If it is having this meta character in front of these text, then it says that this need to be exact match here. All right, so these remaining meta character we will cover in next lesson. All right, let's go ahead and see what are other meta character we have here. So there is dollar meta character. So you see this dollar sign you need to put here at the end of any character, so that will match those string which ends with that particular character. For example, let's say if you want to match this particular string, then what you need to do here, you have to say here T and then the dollar sign here. So it is going to match here this particular string here, because it says that this is only a string which is ending with the character T. But if you put here G, then see what happens here. So with G, there is a two match. One is this one, another one is this one. So it says that we have currently two match in these line. One is this, another one is this. So these two line will be matched here. If you want to match it on word level, then what you can do here, you can put all these as a new line here. So it is going to match it here on a word level, something like this. Let's say I say here and then so and then on. Okay, so currently we are having only two match here, but if I put here D, then see how many match we have currently. So we have only one match, right? That is here in AND. So that is how you can match these characters. How you can match end of the character using dollar sign. Let's see what is the task of this period. So this period meta character is used to match any character. For example, now you know your start and end string, let's say. Start and end character you know, but in between character you don't know, or you just give a liberty that find out anything which starts with this character and ends with this character, and in between you put anything. For example, let's say you are matching A and then the period is here and then D. Let's remove this one. So with this, what we are going to match? With this we will match here AND. What else we can match? If we put here add, then that is also going to be matched here. Why? Because see, we have assigned here D and A. So these are end and start. These are the two end and the start character. In between we said that this character you find out, but this character need to be only one character. But if you put here something 8 and triple D, you will notice here this is matched, this one is matched, but if you put here something, let's say 8 double D or something like this, then this is also matched here, right? So what happened here? So currently you see there this A is matched with this one, this last D is matched with this one, and then this one is matched with this one. So it no matter what character you put here, right? So this period says that it takes every character, whatever character you put there. Right. So all these things we will be covering in detail later on. We will be covering this with our Python tutorial when we will be testing and we will be extracting, the features from our text data. For now, we are doing this with the online tool just to make yourself understand this whole thing. Let's see how this pipe operator work here. So this pipe operator says that what you see here, this is kind of a logical OR. So it says that you have one character set or this character set. So any of these character set can match. For example, I say that here you match either any word which starts with A. So I found here 1, 2, 3 and 4 words are matching here. Or I can say that any character or any word which ends with D, let's say, right? So I say something like this. So now you will notice here, still we are getting, not how many we have, total 7, but yeah, words are still 4 here. Let's make it G, right? And then see what happens. So with G now we are getting these match as well. I mean, this match we also got here and this one. So these two additional match now we got. How we got these two additional match? So this one said here, match any string which starts with A, and thereafter this one says match any string which ends with G character. So we got here dog and something, these ends with G, and these other 4 starts with A. So this pipe operator which you see here, it says either you match this pattern or match this pattern, or you can match both pattern. Let's see how you can match how you can escape these special character. Okay, just to give you example, let's see you are having something like this. So I say here /n is used to show new line. All right. So this is something. Now I say my algorithm that here match this particular line, right? Or this particular string. So any string which starts with n, which starts with / and n. So I define this regex pattern, but I do not find here any match. Why? Because I have to actually provide here escape for this particular special character, right? So to provide escape for a special character, you have to give here 2 / here, right? So I put it here like this. Now you will notice here that I have got a match here. So the use of this / which you see here, this / is actually used to escape these special character. So if you don't want to just match a new line, if you don't put that, then you will be matching only new line, right? Something like this. So all these new lines are matched here, right? Every new line, but actual these content or these character, you do not see it as matched. So to match that, you have to provide here double /. Then you will notice here that this one is matched. So whenever you want to escape any special character, right, then at that time you can use there a double /. Otherwise there would be a problem. Okay, I hope that this was helpful to you. In next lesson, we will continue quantifiers. Once we go through with these basic details and basic understanding of the regex, then we will start with the Python coding, because before that, if we start, then it would be a little bit difficult for us to understand whole thing. Okay, I'll see you then. All right, let's go ahead and see how we can use regex quantifiers. So regex quantifiers, we have some of these regex quantifiers here in our readme file. We have here plus, question mark, star, and then we have here inside this curly braces, so there is x. So x says that how many times, so basically it is number here. Thereafter you have here this number comma something and then x comma y. So with these three you can say that how many times you want to match your character, whether you want to match it for fixed number of characters, or you want their minimum number of characters, or you want to provide their minimum and maximum number of characters. So with this you can say that as many times you want match it. With this you can make that match optional, and then you can, with this you can say that you can continue this match. For example, I'm just going to create here a new line, a new word here. You can say, I say here add. In fact, we have here in fact add, so we don't need that add. So I'm just going to say here as soon as. Okay. So now I say here, let's go ahead and match here add. So I get here add, but if I say here a match here this one. Okay, so I get this match and I get here this match, right? So these two match I get. But let's say I put here, the plus sign, and thereafter you see how many match we have. Again we have two match, but this time this whole thing is highlighted. But in this only these two things are highlighted. So what is the difference? What extra we achieved with this? So with this we make sure that if there is any character which is being followed, so basically this last character, it just says that you can follow this last character as many as times you want. So if I just keep adding here D, it is just going to match this everything. If I just remove this plus, then it is going to just match this. But if I put here a space, then it will not match there, right? So it will match only till this place, right? Why? Because I said here only you need to extend the match of D, no any other character. Here I got extra space, because of that this overall match got broken there, right? Okay, so that is how you can use this plus sign. Similarly, if you provide here, let's say the success, something like this, let's say. So in this, if you put there S and then you put here plus, you will notice here that this also got matched, this also got matched, right? And all other got matched. But if you put here double S, then you will notice here only this success will get matched. And currently we don't have any extra S, but if you add those S will be also detected here. Those will be also matched here. Let's go ahead and see what is the meaning of this here star character. So this says that match the expression to its left 0 or more time. So basically with this we are saying that you need to match this particular character 0 or more time. But here with this star we are saying that match everything with 0 or more time. For example, I say here, let's say I'm saying S and then star, something like this. So it is going to match everything. So it means either you match this single S or nothing with this star. If I put here double S, then see what happens. With this double S, what happens here? It says that either you match this single S or you match here double S. So that is what it is saying. It says here match the expression to its left 0 or more time. So basically it is saying here, so either you remove this S or you add this S and match with this, or you can add as many as S you want. So that is why you are seeing this is also matched and this single S is also getting matched, right? So do you see the difference between this plus sign and star? So with this plus, it says that you have to match this, the 2 times S, that is for sure. But if you put here this star, this says that this preceding character, what you see there, this you can ignore or you can add as many as time you want. So this is additional difference, just a small difference between that plus and this star. Okay. All right, I think we had missed this question mark. So this question mark says that match the expression to its left 0 or more time. So basically, if I put here a question mark, something like this. So then again, this is kind of, the same what we are seeing here, but only the difference here. So with this we can match as many as time we want, but here it is just going to match either these many time or 0 times. So basically you can make this optional. So it says that either match S or you match double S. That's all it need to match. Here you see all these match is getting done only because we have there double S, right? So we have many double S there. That is why these are getting matched. If I put here, the 3S, so those 3S is also getting matched. Those 3S, why it is getting matched? So it is matching here 2S, right? And thereafter there is a question mark. So it say make this optional match. Then it says that either you match this S single time. So it says that, yeah, I have got here a single S. So it is matching that as a single time. And it first gives the preference to this whole match. If it don't find that whole match, then it try to match with this character, right? Let's go ahead and see what is the purpose of these. So inside these curly braces, what you see, with this you can say that how many times you want to match. So currently we don't have any definition for this S, that how many times we want. Let's go ahead and put it many times here. So if I put here plus, then this whole thing is going to be matched. If I put here, let's say, the question mark, then this is going to be matched. And if I put here star, then this also getting matched here. So how can we say that these many times you need to match? So what we can do here, we can provide a curly braces. So with this we can say that you need to match only 2 times S. So with this I say that you need to match S where it occurs 2 times, right? So it says that here it is, right? Here and here, the last one, it is saying it does not match. And other than that, it also says that you need to match only the character which is the left of, this curly braces. So this one, right? And this S is additional S. So basically it is saying that this S and thereafter 2 more S you need to match. That is why this 3S is getting matched. If you just remove that S, then it says that you need to match here exactly 2S, 2S and 2S and 2S, right? Like that. If you put here, let's say 6S, then you got here 6S. But let's say if you put here a 10, so we don't have any 10S, right? But if you put there D, let's say, now we have here 10D. And thereafter we have here 5D, but these 5D are not matching as 10D, so that is why it is not matched here. So, I mean, the count are not equal, right? If I put here 5, 10, then it says that you match at least 5D and max to max you can match a 10D. So what it says here, so in first match it says that I have got here, so which is matching for the 10D. And there is another group which is matching here for 5 sequences. That is why you see there this one is match and this one is match. So with this one I said this is minimum number of match, and with this one I said here this is the maximum number of match. All right, perfect. So this is all about in this lesson. I'll see you in next one. Let's go ahead and see how groups and ranges works. So in groups and ranges, we have so many collections here. We have here round parentheses, curly brackets. This one we have already seen. There is a square bracket. And then inside these square bracket, round or curly braces, you can put many characters here. Let's go ahead and try these, how we can match these with our Regex 101 tool. Currently we are seeing this with online tool. Later on we will be doing these with Python coding as well. So we are going to start with round parentheses, and we are going to see that what is the mean of this round parenthesis and basically where we can use this round parenthesis. So this says that matches everything within the simple bracket, right? So this is exactly the same thing like we have been seeing earlier. So basically we have seen, let's say you want to match here add. So that thing we are matching here, and that thing we can match here as well, something like this. So you see there we are matching here add, and also there is add. But then what's the difference here? You see, if I put here plus sign thereafter, then it is not going to match rest of things here, right? So this is the difference. Earlier we had seen without these parentheses, so this plus sign was taking this D as its expression. But now this whole thing is being taken as its expression. So basically now regression is looking, this regex is looking for repetition of this whole thing here. What we have inside this round parenthesis. So if I put here multiple add, then you will notice those will get matched here. So now you see these two got matched here, right? This one and this one, right? Perfect. So this is the difference between with parenthesis and without parenthesis. So this curly braces we have already seen. Let's go ahead and see what is this one. So this one is used when you want to match a set of the characters. So let's say I again use this add, but with this square bracket. So I write here add. So what it says here, it is matching this one, this one, this one, this one, everything it is matching. Everything it is matching. But if I remove that, then you see it is matching this one and this one. So what's the difference between this, I mean with parenthesis and without parenthesis? So this square bracket says that these are, you know, the set of the characters. You need to find here a match for these set of characters. So basically this which you have here double D, that doesn't matter, right? You can keep here single D as well. So inside this brackets, it asks about the unique patterns there, unique characters. So it says here A and D will be matched inside this string, right? Without any sequence. So A is treated as here individual character, D is being treated here as individual character. So you will notice apple, budget, and add, odd, and then as, used, and add, all these are getting matched. So this is difference, right? So you can also provide here a set of character. Let's say you put here a hyphen, so it is going to match all the set of characters between A and D. So A, B, C, and D, all these will get matched here. You will notice here now B is also getting matched here. Do we have C here? Yeah, we have C. So this C, we can also see this C also getting matched here. You can provide here A to Z, so all alpha characters will get matched here. You will notice all these alpha characters got matched. So with this it is saying that take all the characters in between A and G. But if you put here capital D, you will notice that is not getting matched. So to get it matched, what you can do here, you can again put here capital A hyphen capital Z. So now this says that this will match all the characters, all alpha characters, A to Z in small letters and A to Z in capital letters with this. Similarly, you can add here, you know, the numbers. Let's say I'm adding here some numbers. So these numbers are not getting matched. Then you can also provide here numbers 0 to 9. So all the numbers are made up of 0 to 9 digits only. So I just wrote here 0 to 9. So it's automatically going to take all the range between 0 to 9. That is why all the numbers are getting matched. But if I put here only specific digits, like let's say 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you will notice here only 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is getting matched, but 9 and 8 is not getting matched, right? Because I have provided here only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 5 digit I just provided that. So only these digit here need to be matched. Let's see how you can use these kind of expression where you need to put multiple parentheses. So let's say I'm searching for something A4 and 3D kind of thing. So something like this design I'm matching, right? So A4 paper and 3D design. So let's say in my text data, I'm searching for any match which starts with the character and thereafter it has their digit, or it starts with the digit and thereafter it has the alpha characters. So to match that, I can use here two parentheses. So in one parenthesis I can say that match anything. Currently I'm using this lowercase, but you can use uppercase as well. Match anything which starts with A to Z and thereafter followed by some digit. So I say that here something like this. So it is going to match this A4. Let's say you want to say that only match single digit but not more than one digit. Currently it is matching this. So what I can do here, I can provide match only one, or I can provide match 2. So now you will notice this is matching A44 as well. Earlier if I remove this, it is just matching here A4. Alright. Similarly, if you want to match this as well, then you can put here a pipe character, pipe operator, and then you can copy and paste it here. But this time I want here digit first and followed by the alpha characters. Then you will see here A4 and 3D. These two also got matched here. So we still have a lot of groups and ranges to cover in this lesson. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just stop this and then we will continue this in next lesson. Alright, let's go ahead and see how you can match here a non-capturing group. So this seems a little bit tricky here. So I'm just going to explain you with a couple of examples. Thereafter you will understand this properly. So I'm just going to delete here some of these examples just to make some space for me. Then I'm just going to put those here at the start. So I say here that like something like this, antelope and apple, pie are, let's say I'm gonna say here delicious. So this is my text here. Now I'm going to do here a couple of matches. Thereafter I'll show you what is this non-capturing group. So I'm going to put this in round parentheses. Thereafter here I put question mark and then the colon. So thereafter whatever I put, so this is going to be a match but not an individual match. So basically if I say here NT, so it says that this is match here, but if I put here A, then it whole thing it says that this is whole thing which is a match here. But now this specific this NT, this is not a match. And other than this, I can also put here double PLE. So with this what will happen here? So this apple and this antelope, let's go ahead and put it in small letter just for a better match. So here I have. So it says that this one is match. So this A and this NT is match, and then this A double PLE, this apple is match here. So this whole thing what you see there, this is non-matching group. So basically if you put here double PLE, you will notice this is not matched, right? So this whole thing individually will not be matched, but these individually will get appended with these character, and if there is match found, then it will get matched. Similarly, if you put here NT, then you will also notice this NT is not getting matched, right? So that is what it is said here. So it is a non-capturing group. So basically whatever you put here, these will not get captured individually, but if you provide this with a group, then those will get captured here. Let's go ahead and test it with some other examples. So I'm just going to put here another example that says that here the cat and mouse are playing, the dog and rat are not, let's say. So I'm going to match here cat, mouse, dog and rat with this non-capturing group method. So I provide here two group, first for our cat and mouse, another for dog and rat. So something like this. So the two group I'm going to match here. So currently this AND is getting matched, this. Now I'm going to put here non-capturing methods, non-capturing group, a question mark, a colon, and thereafter I say here either cat or dog, right? So you will notice here this cat is getting matched, and so basically this cat and these are getting matched together. But if you put only cat, you will notice that is not matched here, right? And similarly, if you put here dog, individually dog will also not get matched. So either cat and or dog and will get matched, but individual elements won't get matched. And similarly, I can put here, let's say, non-capturing group, and then I put here mouse, and then I put here rat, something like this. So what do you get here? You see this cat and mouse, this is getting matched here, right? So you have here cat and then this one is getting matched, and then again you have here dog and this rat is getting matched, and dog and mouse will also get matched here. Let's say if I put here dog and mouse, this will get matched. But if you put here dog and cat, then that will not get matched. Let's say I provide here dog and cat. You see there, this dog and cat is not getting matched. So it is saying here, do not match these. So basically exclude this, right? Do not capture this. But if these are coming here in this sequence and with these options like cat and mouse, dog and mouse, or cat and rat, dog and rat, only then match, otherwise do not match. Alright, so this is how you can use this non-capturing group method. Let's go ahead and see if you put this caret character inside the bracket, square bracket, then what happened. We have already seen that something like this. If I put something like this, it says that this is going to match this one. And if I put here caret character, it says that any string starting with this app, right? But if I put here inside a square bracket, then it says that everything only which do not start with app. So if you put this caret inside the square bracket, that means it is going to exclude only these things which starts with app, and then it will match everything. So you will notice here that, so this one is actually, whatever starts with actually A, so all those are getting, removed, and everything else will be kept here, right? So you will notice here, you are having here, you can remove, in fact, this double P you don't need, or you can just keep here A. So basically it is saying that do not match anything which starts with A. So basically it is like exclusion of A and inclusion of everything. So that is how you can do. If you want to just remove everything which starts with A, then you can put here caret before that. So now you will notice here, not everything actually. So with this, if you put this before this, so this says that here whatever the set of character you have provided here, so it is going to take those as the start of the string. So like A to D, so whatever starts with A and D, only those will get captured here. But if you provide here P as well, so we don't have anything other than this one which starts with P, but other things like here and all these other stuff, you will see those are not matched. Why? Because those are not starting with P. So whatever starts with A, B, C, D and P, only those will get captured here. Let's go ahead and put this inside this bracket and then see. I'm just going to provide here the set of the characters A to Z. So what it says that do not match this whole thing now, because by providing this now, and by providing this, I'm also giving here the range of the characters. So with this I'm saying that do not match these. So you will notice here that all the alpha characters are ignored here, and other than that all other things are getting matched here. Similarly, I can provide here some digit as well. Let's say 0 to 9 I'm gonna say. So with this you will notice here that only these digits, whatever you have here, so only these digits are not getting matched and other things are matched. In fact, these are also not matched here, 3 and 4, and rest are getting matched. So that is how you can play with these grouping, and ranges together, and you can use the quantifiers, you can use the meta characters to match, to include those match or exclude those match. In next lesson I'll be showing you the special characters and these space characters, how you can match the set of the words and set of digits in one go in your string data. Alright, I'll see you then. Let's go ahead and see how we can utilize escape characters for a quick match. For example, if I want to match here all the white spaces, single or multiple white spaces, then we can utilize this quick escape characters matching technique. I'm just going to put here a couple of spaces here, and then I'm going to show you how you can match this. So one way to match this, after putting space in your the match itself, but let's say if you want to match here one or more than one space, then you can put here a plus sign, something like this. Then you will notice all these will get matched together with a space and then plus sign. This is one way to do. Otherwise, you can quickly use here special escape character, something like this, backward slash, and then there is S. So with this, you can match these space, and thereafter you can provide here a plus. So with this, you would be able to match these. So you have this one, and thereafter you have these individual matches here. You can also provide here total range, how many you want. Let's say you want 1 to 10. So in between that, whatever comes, you can match those. So currently this pattern doesn't match. So for that, you have to put here something like this. Okay, so with this, you will notice that this one is also matched here between 1 to 10, and all these are new lines, so we can ignore those. But here these one also getting matched, and this one is also getting matched. But if you reduce to, let's say, the 4, then you will notice only the 4 is getting matched here. How many we have here? In fact, then 1 to 4. So individually all these individually get also matched here. Okay. Otherwise, you can put here the minimum 4. So with this, you will be having these, right? So it has more than 4. That is why this whole thing is also getting matched here. So with this escape character, you can quickly match these special spaces here, more than one spaces. Okay. So if you make this capital S, so with this, you will match everything which is non-space, non-white space basically. So with capital S, it will be actually invert. So this one you can say that is equivalent to what we get with this caret one, right? So inside this, and then you put there caret sign, backward slash. Okay. So the equivalent of this is exactly this one, right? So with this, you will match everything other than the space. So now you will notice other than space, we are matching everything. Right? Let's go ahead and see how we can match a null character. So if we have a null character, backward slash and 0 will match all the null character. So currently we don't have any null character. That's why that is not gonna come here. Then here it says that matches a bell or alarm. If there is any bell or alarm like kind of things in your text string, you can, in your text data, you can match that. With backward slash D, you can match all the digit. If you want to match digit and other consecutive digits, then you can do here plus sign. So this whole thing now will be considered as a single match. If you put here a capital D, so with this, you will get everything other than this digit match. You can remove this plus sign, so all these individual things will get matched. Otherwise, if you put here plus, then all these, the continuous string data will get matched here. Let's go ahead and see how you can match these word, right? So you can just simply put here word. So all these things you will see will get matched here on word level. So all these individual words are getting matched here, right? So these are on a word level individual matching. Let's say if you are trying to match some, the characters, set of the characters, but you also need to make sure that those characters, those strings do not, those strings does not exist in between a substring. That match is not a substring. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say here. Let's say I'm saying something, did I'm something like this I'm making. Okay, so with this what I'm matching here, let's say I have just provided something like this. Not this one here, in fact I'm just gonna put it here, so like this, and then I put here date. You will see this is getting matched here in between this, but let's say I want this as a whole word, right? So how you can say that this need to be matched as a whole word, not an individual word, or you can say that in fact this add. So currently I'm getting add here, and so many other places add, right? Let me add here a single add. So this is also getting matched. So whether it is a complete word or not a complete word, this is getting matched. So you can provide here, if you want to match as a whole word, then you can provide here a backward slash and b. So this is going to be the word boundary, something like this, right? So with this, it is going to match it as the word, as a whole word, right? So with this, you will get a whole word match. Alright, so we have done a lot of testing with Regex 101. I'm sure by this time you must have a good knowledge about the Regex, and you can test your Regex here at Regex 101. You can use this Regex 101 to find out pre-built Regex. Let's go ahead and see how you can find out. So I'm just going to open this in new tab, and thereafter you can come here, click on here, and then community pattern. So here I'm gonna say here email finder or email matcher, whatever you say that, you can get that from here, or you just write here email. Obviously you will get here so many things. If you want here to select only the Python matcher, then you can select here the Python, and thereafter you can get all these, the email matcher here. So this is one of the most simplest way. Obviously that is not the good email matcher, but you will find here many. Otherwise you can just remove this. Just select this one. You will find here many things. This one, in fact, we have already tested. I'm just going to remove this, and then I'm just going to open this one, and then I open it here in Regex editor. So you will find out here. So this email is getting detected. All these emails are getting detected, but here we have the wrong email. So those emails are not getting detected. Those are not getting detected here. So why these are not getting detected? You will notice here that in this one there is a space before it starts. Here there is a dot before it starts. There is dot after that. So these regular expression you can use in your code directly from here, and you can also get a code for this. That code you can get it from, let me just see that where you can get that. Yeah, so you just open this in the editor. After that, let me just see where is that code. Yeah, here it is, code generator, and then through this code generator you can select here the code which you want to use, right? So I think we were using our email finder, so let's go ahead and open that email one. Actually not this one, not this one. Where is that email one? Let me just write that email, and here I get this one, and then I'm just going to open this editor. Thereafter you need to come here at code generator and then use a Python here. Then simply you can use this Python code if you want to use from this Regex 101. Obviously in coming lessons I'll be covering this Regex with the Python. So I'll be covering there so many things like how you can match these patterns which we have been seeing here at Regex 101 using Python code. Alright, now let's go ahead and get started with the Python coding. I'll see you then. Let's go ahead and get started with our Regex in Python. We have already gone through the meta characters, quantifiers, groups and ranges, and escape characters. We have analyzed all these with Regex 101, and now we have understood fundamental concepts of the Regex. Now we are gonna see here how we can use this Regex with the Python. So Python have here one module that is known as Regex module. You can import this Regex module using re. So I'm just gonna write here import re. That means import Regex module. We have already seen how to work with Regex 101. So similar example we will be also trying out here, and then I'll be explaining you how this overall, the Python Regex matching works. Apart from that, we are going to see in fact like 5 to 6 regex pattern or 5 to 6 ways in Python to match our regex. I have already provided here those the Python fundamentals here, Python regex. So these we are going to use these Python methods, like we will be using findall, split, substitute, and then we will be using here search, group, and these things we will be using. You can also try out search, start and end, but anyway these comes automatically if you do here search. So start and end index automatically comes, so you don't need to use these separately. So these things we will be also using, right? The Python, the regex, and then here we have these fundamental regex, right? So we are going to get started with, first of all, with our re.match. Then we will be using all these expression characters, not all these. So basically we'll be using here some of these expressions to find out that how we can use this regex with our Python. So first of all, I'm going to create here text data so that I can use that with my regex. I say here that hello world like this, and then I say that Python is a beautiful language, and thereafter I say that I have started learning Python. Oops. In, let's say, 2005. All right. Here is my lucky number. So this is text data, and on this text data we will be trying out multiple match using Python. So first of all, I'm going to show you how you can match an exact string, so that we can see from the meta character we had used A and B, all these kind of things. So I'm going to write here first of all the pattern, right? So I write my pattern, and what pattern I'm going to match here? So the pattern I'm going to match here, hello, let's say, right? This is my pattern which I'm trying to match. Thereafter you just need to write here result is equal to re.match, and inside this match then you can see here, you can pass here pattern. So the pattern which we have just written there, then you can pass here a string. So we have here a string, that is our text data, and there is our pattern as well. So the pattern is equal to the pattern, and then we have our string. So the string is our text data, like this. Let's go ahead and run this. Now I have got my result here. So in the same cell I'm gonna print this. So this is our result, and it says that it is matching from the span of 0 to 5, right? So that means the match is here hello. This thing is matched here. If you want to fetch the exact text data which it has matched, so basically you can see here that hello has matched. Otherwise you can use this span to match this, to find out the match as well. You can use here result dot group. So with this you can find out all the match here. So currently we are having here hello which has matched here. Otherwise you can find out here a span. So the span which it has matched here 0 to 5, and this span you can use here to print this text data. So how you can use that? You can say that here span is equal to like this. If it is only for single match actually, so we are matching here just single match. Thereafter you can say that here text, and it starts with the span of 0, and then it ends with span of 1, like this. So you will find out here that this hello match you are getting. So these are some ways to find out the match which have been already done here. Let's go ahead and see other kind of match which you can do here. So I'm just going to copy this whole thing from here and then just gonna paste it here. and now on I'll be just printing this result so that we don't need to write much of the code. So something like this. Let's go ahead and try out the Python. So I write here, it says that there is no match, right? Why? Because this Python is here in between of this, right? That is why there is no match. Then what we can say here, how we are going to match this? So to match these kind of things where you are seeing that, where you expect that the string is in between somewhere, then you can use their re.search instead of the match. So currently we have not introduced here search, but later on I'll introduce this search and then I'll explain you. So basically this match says that the start of the string. So currently our string does not start with the Python. That is why you are getting here no match. Other than that, seems like this is wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and run this and then this one. So with this, now if you recall that when we were testing our match here, so that you can say that is like this, the start of your string like this, right? So start off like this and then you had here Python, right? So we don't have any match here, but obviously as soon as you put here the Python, then you will match that. But if you write here hello Python, that will not get matched because this is not the start of your string. All right, perfect. So this is all about in this lesson. I'll see you in next one. Let's go ahead and see how you can use Python regex.search method to search your pattern inside the string. Currently we have seen how you can match start of the string, but now we are going to see how you can do it in between. So we are going to take our previous example, and I had shown you in fact that gist there. So if you write it something like this search, then you can match that. Just for a completeness, I'm also going to print our text data which we had implemented earlier. So this is our text data, right? And in this text data it says that there is a match of the Python in between here, right? And it says that the span of that match is here 15 and 21. So this is index there, right? The character index, which starts with the 15 and ends at 20, right? That is why it is saying here 21. So that is how you can match it in between. Similarly, if you are trying to match the numbers, you can also match numbers as well. Let's say you are searching here for the number. So you write here with backward slash and D. You can see that here in escape characters or the character classes, backward slash and D, that means it is going to match here a single decimal digit. I am just gonna, I just, run this. Thereafter, it says that there is match and this match is found here, and it says that here, and my lucky number is, that should be here, but seems like that is not printed here, but I think I had that my lucky number is 4, I guess. No, here is my lucky number 24, let's say. Okay, so I just verify, just rewrite that again. Thereafter I'm gonna run it here again. So it says that only 2 is matching. Why 2 is matching? So with re.search, it is going to find out the first match. So here I see that my first match is here 2, that is why it is printing this. But as soon as I put here plus, then it is going to find out the first match with a continuous digit. But still it is not able to find out the match, that is the second match, that is the 24. So for that we have other method that we will cover later on, but for now let's go ahead and see how you can match a single group. So basically using re.search and re.match, you are just trying to do here a single group matching. If there is a multiple finding, even after that it will just try to match a single group. So basically it is a way to check that whether particular pattern there exists or not, irrespective how many times. If you are trying to find out that how many times, then we have their search all and find all and so many other kind of the patterns methods. We will do that later on. So for now it says that yes, we have got here 2005, and that is the continuous digit match here. Similarly, let's go ahead and try to see if we can find the email. So currently we don't have email in our text data. So that part I'm also going to add, and also I'm going to make it here a multi-line string here, something like this. Okay, this becomes a multi-line string. Thereafter I say that here is my email, and then I write here some email at the rate email.com and info at the rate kgp.com, and I'm also going to write one more, Udemy at the rate kgp.com. So these are my email, and now I'm going to see whether we can fetch this email from our text data or not. So we are going to write here a pattern for our email. So I'm just going to copy this whole thing from here, and then I'm going to paste it here. You can add this R before pattern if you want, otherwise you can ignore that as well. So putting this R character, it says that this pattern you are writing for the regex module. That's all. So for email finding, I first need to make here a pattern for the email. So with our simple email, what pattern we have currently, it says that there is a word, a continuous word, and thereafter there is at the rate, and then again there is a continuous word, and then there is a dot, right? And thereafter again there is a continuous word. So this is our pattern, right, for an email. This is one of the simplest email pattern, right? It is not doing any, the rigorous check for the email pattern, but it is one of the simplest pattern. Let's go ahead and run this, and it says that yes, I have found here one email. All right, so this is all about in this lesson. Thanks a lot for watching this. I'll see you in next one. Let's go ahead and see how you can find all matches using Regex Findall. We have previously seen how you can use Regex search and Regex match. Now we are going to see with Regex Findall how you can find out all matches. So I'm just going to print my text data again for the reference. Now we are going to see how you can match all these emails. So this I'm going to copy from here, and thereafter I paste it here. Thereafter, instead of this re.search here, I'm gonna write here re.findall, and there is my pattern, and here is the string data. Thereafter, I'm just gonna run this. Then it says that all these match it has found here in text data. So this is how you can use this findall to find all matches. If you are wondering just to find out a single match, then you can use our previous patterns, like you can use re.search for a single match. So basically this search is quite fast as compared to the findall, because it look only for single match and a first match. But here this findall which you are seeing here, this is a little bit slower as compared to the search. So if you are looking for a faster response and just for a single search, then you can go with re.search. Otherwise, re.findall if you are looking for all matches. So this is one way. Let's go ahead and now find out all digit match. So last time we saw that we got only one digit match, but now we can get here all matches. So here we get 2005 and then this 24. So these are digit match here. Similarly, if you try to find out other match, let's see if we have anything else here. Let's say here we have my here. So like this, you are searching for any match, then can we get that? So for that one, I'm just gonna copy this whole thing from here, and then I'm just gonna paste that there, and then I put here my. It says that I have a 3 match for the my, right? If you have any date here in between, then those date also can be matched. For example, I'm just going to paste it here, and then I'm just going to put here a date pattern like this. So I say here today's, oops, not like this. I'm going to put it here in double quote, and then I'm going to write here today's date is 2026 September 1st. Let's say this is today's date. Okay, and I'm trying to find out this date pattern, how you can do that. So you have to write that date pattern here. So what is date pattern? So this type of date pattern, where you have a date pattern like this, year, and thereafter you have then month, and then you have a date. So this kind of pattern, if you have, then you have to make that kind of a pattern here. So I write here, I need a 4 match for the digit. It's like that. And thereafter you have to say that you need 2 match. You need here 2 match for the month. And thereafter again here you need 2 match for the day. And then you just run this. It says that here is match for this date. Let's say you have very large the corpus, text corpus, in that you need to filter out all these dates. Then obviously these kind of techniques you can use to find out dates, or the numbers or emails or any other things if you are trying to find out using the regex. Alright, so I hope that these technique would have been helpful to you to find out patterns in your text data. Later on, once you will be learning the machine learning algorithms, large text patterns, text pre-processing algorithms, or a feature engineering, then these kind of techniques you need to use there to find out the features and manual feature extractions, all these. So we'll be using these later on in this course. Alright, so this is all about in this lesson. I'll see you in next one. Most of the requirement using regex you can fill out with regex search, regex match, and regex findall. But still, if you need some additional requirement, let's say you are trying to split your string with a particular pattern, then you can use these re.split as well, right? For example, let's say you have your text data like this, and in this text data you are trying to split your text based on the numbers. Then you can use the re.split. One way you know that you can use the text dot split, and then you can do this split based on some date, right? But based on some text data or a date, but that text data you have to write here. So like this you can do. But now the question is, let's say you are trying to figure out some pattern, and based on that pattern, if you try to split this text, then how you can do that? So for that purpose you can use re.split. Let's go ahead and define the pattern. So basically I'm just going to copy this thing from here and then paste it here. I'm going to split it based on the date pattern. So instead of this find all, you just need to write here a split. That's all. Run this. Thereafter you will see here that so this whole thing is used to split your text data. So you are having here this string which is coming from here, and thereafter you have this string, and on this string actually this split has happened. That is why the second part you are having here empty. So I'm just going to copy our previous pattern here, which uses this text data there, this one, and on this text data I'm going to split it on the digit here. So on the digit currently I have 2005 and 24. That is why you are seeing this find all, but if you do here a split, then you would be able to see this split based on those numbers only, right? Now you don't see those numbers, but other things you can see it here. So basically this result will be having here how many items? You can check the length. I guess it will be having 3 items here. Why 3 items? Because the first split has happened on this, so this whole thing, what you see, this whole thing has become 1 item. Thereafter second split has happened on this, so basically from this to this has become 1 item, and thereafter this has become here a third item, right? That is why we are seeing here the length of the result is 3 here. So with the re.split you can use any pattern to break down your string, and this could be helpful where you do a search and along with the search you do the string splitting together. Alright, Perfect. So this is all about in this lesson. I'll see you in next one. Alright, so by now we are able to find out the matches. Let's go ahead and see how you can replace those matches with some other string. For example, you might be having a text data, and in this text data you need to hide all these emails because of the privacy concern, and also you want to hide all those mobile numbers if there are any. So for that purpose, I'm going to make a new text data here. So previous text data I'm going to copy somewhere. I had that here. So this text data, and then couple of things I'll add here for the testing purpose. So this is my text data. In this text data, I'm going to add here some of the extra spaces. Let's say here I add here randomly extra space, and then I say that here is my mobile number and some mobile number I write here. Let's say something like this. This is my mobile number. Okay, this could be like 10, not more than 10 digit. Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. And this is my email. So mobile number and email I want to hide because of the privacy concern, right? How we can do that? Let's go ahead and do that using re.sub. So this sub means substitute. So we are going to, we are going to replace a set of pattern using a set of string. First of all, I'm going to replace this mobile number with our let's say with star. Okay, so that we can just hide this mobile number. So you can just simply use here a pattern to find out your mobile number. So I write here a pattern, and what pattern I need to write here? A mobile number need to be 10 digits. So currently we have here 4 and then 8 and 9 and 10. So this is 10 digits. So I need to write here a 10 digit mobile number, and by considering that if someone add here 0, so I can consider that 0 as well. So basically I can say that anything which starts with 0 or not with the question mark, and thereafter I can put here I can put here a /d, and then I can say that this d need to be matched here 10 times. This is my pattern. Let's go ahead and try to match this. First of all, so I write here re.findall, and in that I provide my pattern here. So this is my pattern, and then I provide my text data, that is my string. I run this, then it says that some warning. Okay, for that I need to make it here as regex pattern. Then it says that nothing has been found out here in this. Seems like this match is not coming because after copying this, after adding this new mobile number, we did not run this cell. So that is why this text is not updated. So I'm just going to run this, and thereafter I'm going to run this again. So there is no change in the code at all. So only thing was that this text was not updated. So now I can find out here my mobile number. I can also provide here 0 if I want, and thereafter if I search here, then I can see this result. This is a mobile number. Now I want to replace this with some star. How I can do that? So I can just simply copy this and paste it here, and then I'm going to write here a substitute. So then I say here this is pattern which I want to replace, and then you can put your cursor here. You can see here pattern, replacement and string. So what I want to replace here at the place of this mobile number, I want to replace here a star, right? Then I just run this. You can just simply take this inside a result, and thereafter you can print this result here. So you will notice here at the place of this mobile number, then the star is getting replaced here. And how many star you want to replace it here, that you can decide based on the length of the matching pattern. So to change it with the length of the matching pattern, for that you have to write here a function. So I'm just going to write here a small method. So I write here define replace with star, and inside that I write my match here. Thereafter I just need to return here as many star as it matches the pattern. So I write here star, and then I say that multiply it with the length of our match. So I write here match dot group. So this group says that match.group will tell us that total how many matches are there, and with the length we can find out that the length of the total match. Then at the place of this we can just simply replace, at the place of this star we can replace that with this function. Not like that, I can put it here, and then I can replace this star with this function. That is how I can do. Now I can see here as many digit we have here, that many star I can see it there. Similarly, I can do it for this one as well. So this result is now having this text data, and if I want to replace these emails, then I can do that for the email as well, right? So for the email, what I can do here, for the email I can provide here a for the email I can provide here a pipe operator so that it can do their optional match. So I'm going to provide here a pipe operator, and thereafter, like previously I did for my email match, so I'm going to do here a simple email match with a word, continuous word, and thereafter at the rate, and thereafter again a continuous word, and then there is a dot, and then a continuous word. So this is an email pattern, right? Let's go ahead and run this and then see what happens. Now you see all the emails and all these mobile numbers have been replaced with these star, right? So this is how you can use this substitute method in the regex to make sure that you replace all these privacy concern information with these star. Let's say you have a large financial document and you want to find out some specific pattern, let's say license numbers or the mobile numbers or the amount, let's say. Some of these things you can actually hide from your overall documents if you want to do that. Let's say you are training machine learning algorithms and you want to hide these sensitive information from your text data, then you can use this regex substitute method to hide these sensitive text data. Alright, this is all about in this lesson. I'll see you in next one.